Law 36. Be internationally known, nationally recognized, and locally accepted. From Frisco to Maine and all the way to Spain. RP. The life. As a young man, I thought I was doing the damn thing. But the old local heads were still constantly grooming. They knew that eventually I would have to get out of town and really put it down. About 15 years ago, I was in a local after hours club. A bunch of us were sitting at a table shooting the shit. One veteran pimp, Tommy Dixon, was roasting a young up-and-coming pimp named JB. He was a live brother with about 5 Cadillacs and 7 hoes. He was always jacking about his success as a pimp. Tommy interrupted JB and said, "Boy, you're crazy if you think I'm going to respect your local pimping. Brother, I done pimped all over the world and have a hoe in Japan right now getting my dough." All JB could say was, "Man, my hoes give me my money right here in Milwaukee just the same." I was sharp enough as a young pimp to know how the old vets were. I would be next, so I acted like I was going to get me a drink. But Tommy peeped me. "Young pimp, where are you going?" he said, stopping me in my tracks. I had to think quickly. "Brother, I'm going to the phone to tell my bitch in New York to get a Western Union and wire me that whole money she's been stacking," I said bold. Old Tommy looked at me like he wanted to whoop my young ass. But one thing he knew, just like I couldn't prove he didn't have a hoe in Japan, he couldn't prove that I didn't have a hoe in New York. From that time, I have been just about everywhere in the world. Hitting the road was one of the best things that ever happened to me because I had the chance to meet all types of people. When I was in Los Angeles, I met a guy named Dooley. We were at a movie set doing a film with rapper Mac 10. Dooley was a boss player and he had an after-hour spot in Crenshaw. "I heard a lot about you," Dooley said, "and from what I heard, you're a nice pimp." "Yeah, it depends on who you talk to," I said. "I'm okay." "I see you be in LA a lot," he said. "Why don't you come down to my after-hour spot when you get off the set?" "Shit," I said. "I'm finished now, let's go." When we got to the joint, I was there for 20 minutes when Shaka Khan and the rapper Drew Down walked in. They both came over and spoke to me, and that really impressed Dooley. I wished old Tommy Dixon could have seen me then. I've said to him, things done changed since back in the day. I stay in pimp mode and I've got 52 zip codes. There isn't. Had I stayed only in Milwaukee, there would never be a pimp in Canton. I think back to those old pimps and I wonder if they ever knew what it's like to be written about in French, Japanese, Spanish, and Yoruba. When you're local, the game goes in a circle and everybody knows the same shit. If people see your ass every day, you get too familiar and the things you do don't seem special. You can't have a victorious homecoming if you never left in the first place.